ètò Sẹ́nitọ̀ Nurudeen Adémọ́lá ti pé àṣetìkì ìfọ́jọ́ àṣetìkì oṣù olúwọlé òkúni ní àṣeyọrí olùkéde gbogbo ìgbìmọ̀ àgbà fún ẹgbẹ́ PDP ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ẹdẹ North lábẹ́ alága Alhaji Adédè.
On the news tonight, Governor Oyetola petitions tribunal over July 16 governorship election results. Nigeria threatens to pull out of ECOWAS over lopsided recruitment. Former IGP buried amid glowing tributes. While on the foreign scene, outlawed armed group kills 5 Sudanese security forces.
Or 08129806391, and for any product of your choice, email at sarahajai7.
Good evening, and we're glad to have you join us on the major reports. I am Olubomi Ajiboye Agbola. Ocean State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Prince Boyega Famodu, has said that the decision
OSBC
of the party to file a petition challenging the outcome of the July 16 gubernatorial election was born out of the party's commitment towards justice, fairness, and critical disposition. Prince Famodu gave the insight on Oshogbo State Capital during the presentation of the petition to the election tribunal. Witness of his correspondent, Sonia
pẹ̀lú ojúlówó pẹpẹ soup tó sara lóore àtòhun ìdárayá bíi draft ayò ọlọ́pọ́n ludo table tennis àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ló wà ní sẹpẹ́ fẹ́yìn ènìyàn wa lẹ́yìn sí òjò wa ní mo fire groovy cafe ìtakọ̀gùn Òṣogbo gbogbo ènìyàn lápẹ́ o a ó máa retí yín olùkéde mo fire groovy cafe OSBC Global Ventures ìtakọ̀gùn Òṣogbo.
National Electoral Commission.
Double care office furniture and equipment. Bẹ́ẹ̀ òun àga bí àfihàn ọba. Bẹ́ẹ̀ òun àga bí àfihàn ọba. Àti ìtàfihàn ìjòyè. Double care ló pín sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ òun àga bí àfihàn ọba. Lóde tẹ fẹ́ máa fowó èrè dúkò ilá. Ẹ̀yà ti fẹ́ máa fowó ọ̀wọ́n tún ra gbàrúgùdù ọjà lọ́wọ́n gógó. Nígbà tó dúró ń bẹ lẹ́dínwó iléeṣẹ́ double care office furniture and equipment. Iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ta ohun èlò ìjókòó ilé lóríṣiríṣi bíi àga, tábìlì, ilẹ̀kùn, office furniture, school furniture, kitchen cabinet, fireplace safe, photocopy and printing machines àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ilẹ̀ wa rè kúrè Ìbàdàn kódà rè ìlú ọba nítorí àwọn furniture wọ̀nyí sí nígbà tí gbogbo rẹ̀ wà lẹ́dínwó ní double care office furniture and equipment. Ohun à ń wárè para ló ti ń bẹ ní para, ohun à ń tó ilẹ̀ rẹ̀ sí ló ti sàn dọ́dọ̀ wa yìí. Ìtọ́wò là máa dùn ọbẹ̀ náà wò lónìí kó rí pé àánú tó kọjá ìnira ni. Iléeṣẹ́ double care wà ní òdìkejì PIO office Ayọ̀dé testing ground Òṣogbo ẹ̀lẹ́kì sórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀nyí 08034648385 tàbí 08157524814. Double care office furniture and equipment láwùjọ ìlú
Chairman of the All Progressive Congress Prince Boyega Famodu, as well as the Mid Council Mr. Kunle Adegoke, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, said that the petition become necessary putting the record straight about anomalies observed by the party during the July 16 gubernatorial election.
Giving us
never take what belongs to me. Everlasting Father, glory be to thee. Hey, what to we are going out. This is the song. What to no delay, no delay. We are going higher, getting stronger. All the way. See us with the groove, see us with the blow, no ending. But whether you like it or you don't like it, now on Sunday or when
Party reiterated its resolve to pursue the petition to a logical conclusion within the legal means prescribed by the Constitution in ascertaining the facts surrounding the conduct of the gubernatorial poll from the governor's office. Saya Oloride reports.
Meanwhile, Osun State Governor-elect Senator Ademola Adeleke has said that he is ready to defend his victory at the election petition tribunal. his mandate. Adeleke said his emergence as governor-elect was entrenched in total compliance with the law and in the will of the people. His declaration is contained in a statement issued in Osogbo by spokesman Malam Olawale Rashid. It will be recalled that Governor Adegboyega Oyetola and the All Progressives Congress filed a petition before an election tribunal challenging the election's outcome. Adeleke, however, claimed that the election was one of the most transparent in recent history in Nigeria, adding that the people's mandate given him would be defended at the tribunal. Nigeria has threatened to withdraw its membership of the Economic Community of West African States if the regional body does not suspend its ongoing recruitment exercise as recently directed in the 2022 First Ordinary Session of the ECOWAS Parliament in Abuja. Nigerian representatives at the ECOWAS Parliament issued the threat when some principal officers in the regional bloc allegedly defied the directives and embarked on the illegal process of recruiting their relatives and cronies. The lawmakers cited the huge financial commitment which Nigeria makes to the body amid its internal security challenges. They said there was no commensurate return on investment for Nigeria in ECOWAS for all the country has done and is doing for the regional body from its inception in 1975. This development is coming on the heels of recent lopsided recruitment exercise at the ECOWAS Parliament, which was discovered to be manifestly skewed to serve the personal interest of member states to the exclusion of Nigeria. Leader of the Nigerian delegation to the Parliament and Deputy Speaker of the Nigerian House of Representatives, who is also the first Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Ahmed Idris Wasen, said it has become imperative that Nigeria review its relevance and membership of the bill. Nigeria's move to assist Niger Republic with vehicles worth 1.145 billion naira should not be regarded as an abusive economic practice because it is part of ways to maintaining inter-border security and relationship. A legal expert, Mr. Kazim Odedeji, made the clarification shortly after featuring on OSBC TV Current Affairs program Saturday Morning Trades. According to him, what Nigeria should clamor for is that the government should prioritize internal welfare and also maintain a perfect relationship with other countries, especially the immediate neighbors. He speaks further.
We have been doing it, assisting successive governments. So we did it in Nigeria, so assisted the Niger Republic before now, so Ghana, South Africa, so just as some other countries do assist Nigeria too, even as far as United States of America. So they also assist Nigeria. They assist us in security and some other things. So the United Kingdom and some other countries, they also assist us. So there is nothing wrong in that. So the only challenge we have is because we are having some issues at hand. So people are asking some questions that when we have our own challenges that we are not solving. So why are we solving other people's problems? So but the truth is solving other people's problems like in this case, the neighboring countries is part of solving our own problems. Because if they are not equally secured, so that is just it. So there is nothing wrong in Nigeria assisting any of the countries.
In the same vein, the National Security Advisor, retired Major General Babangida Munguno, has called for synergy, professionalism, and patriotism among security agencies ahead of the 2023 general elections. Retired Major General Munguno made the call in Abuja at the opening of a workshop on election security management organized by the Nigerian Police in collaboration with Solar Security and Consult Company Limited. He said high level of professionalism, patriotism, and synergy among the security agencies were fundamental in securing the electoral process. The NSA said that Nigeria was exploring initiatives to reposition its police force and other security agencies to deliver peaceful, secured, and credible 2023 elections. He added that President Muhammadu Buhari had encouraged and supported development and legal framework directed at strengthening Nigeria's democratic institutions and culture. As school children are holidaying, an educationist who was a former Tutor General in Osun State, Mr. Kola Buhari, has canvassed for parents to take proper care of the wards and children as regards the lingering security challenges in the nation. Mr. Buhari, who played a guest on OSBC TV Current Affairs program Saturday Morning Trade, said that the reality of the present economic imbalance in some families making some children to hawk should be managed by allowing them to stay and sell where the parents can monitor them.
They should get them wares around where they are, right? But they just sell this wares. Let them sell wares and if it is possible, but you know the reality, but the difference between principle and practice, reality. But the reality is that some of them who are widows have taken it for. You can get the sense of their get them off for them. It is bad. You can get them near where they live or where they also sell them off.
Mr. Buhari also said that ideal child upbringing is to discourage in totality child hawking because of the nefarious risk attached to it.
Let them know that they are going for lessons, not to go and play around, to go and waste their time, but to get something on that end. It's not all learning, otherwise, dog guy, they infuse social life, sometimes AIDS, it is not too much, sometimes cultural display, sometimes games, so it's part of it. And not all of us live through academics. See this lady who just won the gold for us. It's part of it. That being for that's some others do that for children. So sometimes some of them have other areas besides academics where they are not. You only know that it's exposed and then they nurture it for them.
Of Ilauro today received dignitaries from all walks of life who came to pay their last respects to the late former Inspector General Tafa Balogun, whose remains was committed to motherhood. OSBC news reporter Oluchi Amola, who covered the event, reports that people of the Ilauro described the death of their illustrious son as a colossal loss. A report.
The town of Ilarogun was temporarily shut down in honor of one of the illustrious sons of the town and former Inspector General of Police, Chief Tafa Balogun, who died at the age of 75. The Nigerian Police Force, who coordinated the burial ceremony, did not leave any stone unturned to honor one of his own. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Alkali Baba, who was represented by the Osun State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Wale Olokode, received the police guard and the police band, who gave the final salute to the former police chief. The body of the late former Inspector General of Police was first taken to the Eid praying ground in Ilarogun for prayers, according to Islamic injunctions. His remains were later laid to rest at his residence in the town. Speaking at the burial ceremony, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who was represented by his chief press secretary, Mr. Ismail Omipina, described the death of the late Oluomo of Igomina Kingdom as a colossal loss to the town, this state, and the entire country. He maintained that the mammoth crowd that came out to pay their last respect is an indication that late Chief Tafa Balogun lived a worthy life in service to God and humanity.
That indeed late IGP Tafa Balogun is loved by the people of the town.
The wife of the Onogo of Ila, Olori Abosede Oyedotun, stated that his contributions to the development of the town is unquantifiable, saying that it will be difficult for anyone to fit in his shoes.
Done so much. He's a good man, a loving father to the entire town.
Speaking in the same vein, one of the daughters of the deceased, Mrs. Biodun Akombi, described her late father as a very hardworking man who loved everyone he came across without discrimination. He noted that he will be dearly missed.
And a fearless man, a fearless daddy. He taught everyone to be tough and strong. May Almighty Allah forgive his sins. May Almighty Allah grant him an Jannah. And may God comfort the entire family of Balogun.
Some personnel of the Nigerian police force who spoke glowingly about their former boss described him as the best Inspector General of Police the country ever had. The police honored him with the historic gun salute. Late Chief Tafa Balogun served as Inspector General of Police between 2002 and 2005. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
Some gunmen have killed a young man simply known as Pana, an ally of a National Union of Road Transport Workers boss in Osogbo, the state capital, Kazeem Oyewale, also known as Ashiri Eniba. Report says the gunman shot him in Okejetu, Ilesha Garage, area of Osogbo. Also killed a 7-year-old daughter identified as Fatia. Spanner, who is said to have been shot dead hours after his wife was put to bed, went to a market adjoining the motor park to buy some items, apparently for the newborn baby, before his life was cut short by the gunmen. The development, which disrupted the peace of the area, left people running helter-skelter for their lives as the killers repeatedly shot into the thin air to instill more fear into the minds of the people. It was learned that the operation, which lasted about 20 minutes, left many motorists, motorcyclists, passers-by, including other users along the route, disappeared into the thin air. You are welcome to our sports segment. Team Nigeria now moves up to the 7th place in the medal standing with 8 gold, 3 silver and 7 bronze medals at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Omotayo Adebodo now completes the story.
Yazi and Ugochi Alam won gold and bronze respectively in women's F55 to 57 shot put final at the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games today. Yazi threw a new Commonwealth Games record of 10.03 meters to win the gold medal for Nigeria. Yazi competed in the 2008 Summer Paralympics in Beijing, China, where she won a gold medal in both the women's shot put event and the women's discus throw event. At Beijing Paralympic, Iyase set a new world and Paralympic record for a F58 class in shot put and discus. On her part, Ugochi Alam got the bronze with a throw of 9.30 meter to make it first and third for the country. If the pair of Esther Iza and Temitope Additional competed in women's high jump final, finishing 9th and 10th respectively. Both athletes jumped an identical height of 1.81 meter, which was not good enough for a podium finish. In the meantime, British number 1 Canon Norrie reached the Los Cabos Open final in Mexico after overcoming Felix Agua Aseme 6-4, 3-6, 6-3. Defending champion Norrie will next face world number 1 Dani Medvedev, who beat Serbia Miano Kamatinovic. It was Norrie's first win against his Canadian opponent, who hit 17 ace to Britain's 2 in the match. At the Washington Open quarterfinals, there were defeats for the British pair Emma Raducanu and Dan Evans. His next opponent, Russian Medvedev, is playing in his first tournament since June following injury and a ban on Russian players at Wimbledon. Meanwhile, in Washington, defending women's US Open champion Emma Raducanu was beaten by Russia's Lyudmila Samsonova 7-6, 6-1 after a tight first set, which Samsonova saved 4 points. The world number 60 powered past the English teenager in the second. Raducanu, who is 19 years, was looking to reach her first semi-final since last year's Grand Slam win. Omotayo Adebodun, OSBC News.
And on the foreign scene, 5 Sudanese security forces were killed in an ambush by an outlawed armed group in the restive Darfur region. Details of this and other foreign stories are packaged by Abdul Jalil at DBC.
Sudanese security forces were killed in an ambush by an outlawed armed group in the restive Darfur region. Police said in a statement that a joint security forces comprising the armed forces, police and the rapid support forces came under treacherous attack by an outlawed group in central Darfur state. The police added that the attack left 5 security forces killed, including a police lieutenant, adding that an unspecified number of others were wounded. The United States is preparing a new $1 billion security assistance package for Ukraine, which will include ammunition for long-range weapons and armored medical vehicles. The package will be one of the largest so far and is expected to be announced as early as next Monday. U.S. officials, while speaking to newsmen on the condition of anonymity, said that President Joe Biden had not yet signed the next weapons package and cautioned that weapons package can change in value and content before they are signed. However, if signed in its current form, it will be valued at $1 billion and include ammunition for high-mobility artillery, rocket systems, and National Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System, as well as some 50 M113 armored medical vehicles. Tensions remain high after a night of heavy weapons fire between the Gaza Strip and Israel. Dozens of rockets fired from Gaza lit up the sky, following the killing of at least 10 people in Israel airstrike. Militant leader Taisir Jabari was among the dead. Israel said the strike followed an immediate threat from its Palestinian group. Local health officials said a 5-year-old girl in Gaza also died and dozens more were injured. The Israel Defense Forces said it had resumed rocket strike against multiple militant positions in Gaza, continuing the attacks into the early hours of this morning. Israel said it had arrested 19 members of Palestinian group in raid across the West Bank. Abdul Jalil at DBC, OSBC News.
And that ends the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Kayode Adebayo. I am Olubome Ajiboye Agbola. Thanks for being there. Good night.
MTN ti dé pẹ̀lú eré alárinrin White Flower. Bí ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àfẹ́ràn yín la ṣe pinnu láti ṣe àfihàn White Flower eré òde òyìnbó sí èdè Yorùbá fún ìgbádùn yín. Agbẹjọ́rò Dante Cruz àti aya rẹ̀ ló ṣe kò jẹ́ ìdíkùnjì lọ́wọ́ àwọn agbanipa látàrí ẹ̀rí ìwà àjẹbánu èyí tí ó tọpinpin lórí gómìnà Julio Andante àti ọmọ rẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n orúkọ ọmọ wọn Lily yọ ní ọjọ́ náà. Ta ló pa mòfin ọ̀hún? Kí ni padàbọ̀ Lily sílùú Andante? White Flower yóò mọ̀ wá sójú wòran lórí ìkànnì ST Yorùbá lóṣù karùn-ún yìí láti ọjọ́ Ajé sí ọjọ́ Ẹtì dédé aago 8 àṣálẹ́ lórí ìkànnì táwa yìí ST Yorùbá ọmọ.